Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video newsletter, I wanted to bring you the idea that I think the market is poised for the potential of a bigger correction, but this idea may be a little bit early. So let's step through it and a few of the things that I want you to keep an eye on over the course of the next, let's call it 2 weeks, give or take. And one of the first places that I want to start the idea, or where, I feel like I can't go through charts and ignore this, is here in the 10-year yield, right? So we're back up here at prices that we saw towards the end of May, and more so than the price itself is the rate of change. So we've gone from down here, sub 44, to now be trading almost 46, and it's just something you want to keep an eye on, because generally speaking, the equity market is not going to love seeing this up here around 49, or if you get all the way to 50, or what would be 5%, usually equities are going to take that in kind of a rough way. Now, the past 2 sessions have already seen some pretty decent selling in stocks, but do watch that as we get through the next couple of weeks, and then again trying to time this, because I think it's a little early to be getting short right now. I think that the S&P could do a couple of things. We'll cover that over in the video newsletter on Simpler Trading. But what I want you to be thinking about is, again, if this rate of increase continues to rally, then we want to think about the potential of a sell-off after the monthly expiration. Now I'm using this calendar just because it happens to be an easy calendar that I had up. But again, we'll get through Thursday, get through Friday, into the beginning of next week. No opinion on CPI, though the market is historically bullish. And then this is the day that I really want to bring to your attention. Again, this will be the standard monthly expiration for July, and it's just one of those things where if yields continue to creep up, but the market rallies as well, at some point that disconnect is going to kick in, and I think it could happen after the expiration. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that date as a moment in time. And then one final chart that shows up here in the squeeze of the VIX. So the VIX is a typically mean reverting product. So to study the squeeze on it is a little bit unique, but notice how the squeeze tried to fire short, right? So you get the expansion of range to the downside, but that downside doesn't even get to the lower Bollinger Band, and then it reverses. You're back in the squeeze. If this signal were to sit here and chop and do something like this over the course of the next, let's call it 7 trading sessions, so you get into that July expiration, the VIX continues to compress, well then the Monday and Tuesday that follow, I think there's a chance that you see the VIX back to 20, if not something like 22 or 24, and that is just a potential scenario that I want you to be aware of as we get into the July expiration. So I hope you find that helpful. We're going to be looking at more equity picks that we've got over in the video newsletter on Simpler Trading, so I hope you find this a helpful addition to your trading, and we'll see you in the chat room tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.